quality or a mistake. You feel like Alan's going to get more intense as the game goes on. You know, when you hear him cheating on the team, and I feel like could be a bit of a cagey affair, but hopefully both teams try to get the ball moving. Oh, good chance.
Good start from Muscle Warriors. Really disappointed with how they played yesterday. And that's a brilliant dummy from George Holloway. So really got round Jacob Vickers with ease there. But yeah, I was really disappointed with how they played. And I know head coach Alan Murray was as well.
Yeah, you can see. I think the way they won the championship so comfortably last season. I felt, and there's that level of expectation of wanting to come up and really, make an impact in the league. And I think that the Middlesbrough game would have been a big kind of would have been a tough loss for them to take, and they'll be looking at this game and going, we need to go and show the football we can play in the way that we played last season, and try and, especially against a team that they got, they finished above last season. So they'll see this as a big opportunity. And you do kind of feel like for their season, Warriors, this feels like a must-win game. Not to put too much pressure on them, but
I think must win, possibly a little bit early in the season for that, but I'd say must not lose.
fair.
I think a draw is okay. Obviously, they'd love a win. Don't get me wrong, a win would be massive, but I think a draw just gets you your first point.
Yeah.
Gets you off the duck. Get that pressure off you. You maintain the 2-point gap with Muscle Warriors, with GBG Knights. Sorry. I think it's a must not lose for Muscle Warriors.
That is true. I mean, when you look at the bottom, it's so tight. I mean, even although Warriors haven't got a point on the board, they're still very close for the other teams.
Still only 2 points off GBG Knights.
Exactly. So you're 1 win away from getting out of the bottom 2, and that is
out of the bottom 3.
Exactly. So it just shows you how tight everything actually is. Like, they'll feel like they're far away, but they're really, like we say, one big result or one big performance away from getting out of that relegation zone. It just shows you the standard of the league, how much has improved, and how it's almost like when you look at the league table, there's 3 different sections of it, and everyone's at the bottom is fighting for every point they can get, and you can see how intense all the games are and how much effort everybody's putting into it, and hopefully we can see a bit of quality in this game as we go on. I thought it was a really impressive defensive performance against West Brom for GBG yesterday.
I was on court A watching your game actually against Muscle Warriors. But I had, as that game got away from Muscle Warriors, shall I say, I did just cast one eye over it onto court B to look at how they were playing defensively, and they were heroic, excellent performance.
And those kind of results can really, when you're fighting at the bottom, can kickstart your season in terms of getting everyone, in the, not just the players, but the supporters and parents and carers behind the team, and really give them a confidence boost. And you can somewhat see that since then they've had another point against Seven Oaks, and they're playing with a little bit more confidence and resilience. As I say that, they give the ball away. Rick and Shah and Jacob Vickers were such big players last season for Muscle Warriors, and Alan will be looking at both those senior players to produce a big performance here.
Sharp. Battling away with Oscar Smedley. play by Smedley. Ewins to give him this option in the middle. He's marked by Shaw.
That's a good ball, that. If Kai had just been a little bit more ambitious there and been a bit further forward, it was a really good ball across for that knock-on from Kai. But don't think he was necessarily expecting that. Just a little bit late on getting there. But really good play from Smedley.
Alan Murray just adjusting the microphone for Jacob Vickers. A shout out to Shane Murray. I'm sure he'll be listening. Hope you're recovering well from your eye operation, young man. Much missed on these courts and in these halls. Sean Donoghue with the ball in this far corner. Across to Jacob Vickers.
Great ball across.
Not enough pace on that effort at goal, but good move by Arsenal Warriors. Ball crosses halfway now.
Jacob will be disappointed with that finish. I think he's capable of hitting the ball a bit harder there, but that was a promising sign for Warriors, and I thought, good move.
Vickers with this free kick just on the halfway line for Muscle Warriors, in the middle. Has Shaw flicks it across the box. That'll be a turn one. Shaw and Donoghue too close. Ewins will have this free kick for GBG just in the middle of the penalty box. Here's the penalty box. Shaw and Shaw. No relation. As the ball goes out of play for a kick into Muscle Warriors on the far side. From where we're sat, just inside the GBG half. Vickers has Shaw down the line. Flicks inside towards Donoghue, cut out by Kai Shaw. Holloway now 180. Trying to get it across the box. Blocked by Vickers, who does well. Get it to about the halfway line. Donoghue came back to get the front bumper. Vickers also went in. It'll be a 2-on-1.
It was a good break there from GBG. Relieving some pressure.
Vickers with this interception. Puts it out of play for a GBG kick in line with the box. With gambled, Holloway tries to go all the way round. It flicks off Shaw on the sat on that near post. They do battle on the edge of that near box. So in that far corner, Henley can bring it out the box. In the middle, goes back over to his right hand side. Vickers and Holloway do their battle. Holloway now right in that far right hand corner. Flicks it off Shaw and wins it. Another kick in for GBG. Good spell of pressure this.
Yeah.
Ewins will take this kick in. Holloway 180. Blocked by Henley in the wall. Ricochet between Vickers and Ewins, out for another kick in exactly the same place as the last one.
But like you said, they'll be happy with just the spell of pressure in Muscle Warriors half and just taking a bit of control in the game.
Exactly the same result. Holloway 180 straight into the side of Henley's chair, and the whistle's gone. So don't know why people are having a hard time hearing the whistle of referee Pete Westmoreland. 2-on-1 free kick given in favour of GBG, right on the edge of the Muscle Warriors box, just right of centre. Ewins will take. He has Holloway to his right. So Smedley on the left hand side. Hindley's on the left hand post. Shaw on the right. Ewins across to Smedley. 180. The Holloway front bumper just wide. There was a gap of that near post. Shaw had gambled on it going down the middle. It's come out for a kick in to Muscle Warriors. Right. Pretty much on their own corner. Well, where a corner flag would be.
Say that was a good attempt from them. It was just a little bit too much pace in the ball to get there, but um, those kind of set pieces from the edge of the box are such good opportunities in the game, and GBG will be disappointed not to have tested goalie there. But the
Kai Sharp. Met by Rick and Sharp, but Kai Sharp goes in too forcefully. Free kick from Muscle Warriors. Just inside the Muscle Warriors half on this. Near side, near the touchline.
That's happened quite often from Muscle Warriors kick-ins. They're getting picked off quite a lot, and GBG seem to have quite good territory in this game right now. They seem to have settled quicker out of the two sides, I would say.
Holloway. It's too physical in the contact there with Rick and Sharp. Free kick for Muscle Warriors. Edge of their own box. Just left of centre as they're taking, right of centre on the camera. Poor touch from Rick and Sharp. It's allowed Kai Sharp to bring it down the line. Rick and Sharp plays it off. Kai Sharp out for a goal kick to Muscle Warriors. I want to do a better job with this one than they did the last. There's a real weakness of theirs yesterday.
Yeah, we actually, Villa's first goal yesterday against Warriors was directly from the goal kick, so I'm sure Alan's tried to address that from yesterday.
Smedley will play on. Referee playing a good advantage for the contact foul from Vickers. Kick into Muscle Warriors. Kick in for Vickers, played into Rick and Shah. Cut out by Smedley. Again, advantage. Vickers and Shah too close. Free kick for GBG Knights. Just outside the box on the left-hand side. Sorry, Kieran.
So these kind of areas last season for GBG were so key for their promotion, so they'll be looking to capitalise here.
Effort from Holloway, the 180, that'd be a yellow card.
Penalty! Oh God, that's a big moment in the game. Can't really have any complaints with that, I don't think. It looked like quite heavy contact on the side of Holloway's chair.
Oh, well, I'm assuming. I mean, it's going to be the correct decision, and the referee goes right because Paul Casey's not, flagged or anything to suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
My first reaction was I thought Holloway had gone too quickly to the side of Shaw. I haven't got the best angle down here. I could possibly see that Shaw's going to the side of Holloway. I'll have to watch it back. The penalty is probably the correct decision.
It looked like from what I've seen that Rick and Shaw had just went a bit too much contact on the side of the chair, but you're right, it could have went either. Maybe wait, let's see if we can big kick this for GBG.
Smedley, clinical,
yes.
Right in the right-hand corner. Inley had no chance of saving that one. GBG Knights take the lead in this crucial game at the bottom, and now Muscle Warriors have to get back in the game.
Yeah.
They'd had a good spell early on. GBG Knights got back into it and have dominated the last 10 minutes or so, you'd have to say. No less than they deserve.
Yeah, I think that's fair based on how the games went. They probably deserve to be a goal to the good, and it's a big half coming up. Let's see if Muscle Warriors can respond.
Contact the back of the chair, Rick and Sharp. I was reversing in. Sorry, I thought Paul Pittman signalled for contact the back of the chair. But it's going to be free kick and a yellow card for George, for Muscle Warriors, and a Yellow card for George Holloway. He had been warned. Did reverse in as Ricky Shaw got round the back of him.
You wondered if that will come into Kai's mind as the game goes on.
Oh, wait, sorry, Kieran, there's a penalty on court A, court B, sorry, for Middlesbrough. James Mason saved the first one. He jumped early though. Umar Hanif has a re-attempt. He's moving again, James Mason. This is free kick taken by Jacob Vickers. Middlesbrough do take the lead on court B. So, 2 games at the bottom of the table. 2 goals across both courts, 1 in each game, both scored by penalties on the 3 or 4 minute mark. Spooky. Vickers with this kick in from Muscle Warriors. Down into the corner for Sean Donaher. That's straight at Ewans. Ricky Shaw, front bumper to Vickers. Donaher in the corner. Straight at Ewans. Donaher takes a dribble with Holloway. Does well.
Oh, really well played there.
Into
The
corner on that far side.
Sean did great there. A really good opportunity for Warriors to get back in the game. There's just 2 minutes left in the half.
Donaher, effort, takes a touch off Ewins and goes out for another corner. And I'm going to have to move now because I'm going to get my feet taken off. Sean Donaher with this corner for Muscle Warriors. Just in front of me here on this right hand side. Ricky Shaw at the edge of the box. Front bumper straight at Ewins, who didn't move off that near post. And now Kai Shaw can bring it away. Ball going out of play. Kicking for Muscle Warriors.
I feel like Warriors have responded really well since the goal.
They have indeed.
Got back up into GBG's half, created a couple of chances, and they hope to keep that going. I think now that they're a goal down, you know, as we head into the half time here, the emphasis has got to be from the coaches that Warriors really need to get that ball moving and keep it moving as much as they can. We know that you very rarely see the ball getting dribbled into the net at this level.
Unless your name is Marcus Harrison or Tyler Reeve.
Unless you're Tyler Reeve, but you know, at this level, in these kind of games, you can see both teams really want it, really cagey. But when Warriors have got the ball moving, they've done well. It's just having the confidence to keep going with that, and pass the ball back to your middle player.
Ricky Shaw. Again met by Kai Shaw. Goes into the corner. With a 2-on-1. Vickers and Ricky Shaw too close. Free kick.
You do kind of feel like Shaz, you know, Kai is really winning that battle right now, and showing a lot of composure in those one-on-one situations. Pretty good opportunity, this last kick of the half.
Medley. Free kick on the right hand side of the box. Kai Shaw. Dummies into the back post. George Holloway with a tap in.
Oh!
And he's put it wide off the left hand post. He'll be gutted that's not 2-0.
Oh, that could be a
brilliant
moment
for GBG to go in 2-0 up.
Yeah.
It is just the one. That penalty from Oscar Smedley. The difference between the two teams at the half-time break probably deserved for GBG. You'd have to say they've shaded it. Muscle Warriors just will look to get back into this game in the second half. Join me and Kieran again for that shortly. Welcome back to the second half here between Muscle Warriors and GBG Knights. 1-0 to GBG Knights. A penalty, controversial penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty at the time. I've watched it back, I still don't think it's a penalty. But the referee is always right. So I always say the referee is always right.
Yes,
I'm allowed my opinion. At the end of the day, the referee opinion is the one that matters. Yes, the teams are unchanged from a Muscle Warriors point of view in the second half. Reece Mallet has come on for GBG Knights for George Holloway because he is on a yellow card and don't want him sent off.
Yeah, I would say that's quite good game management from GBG, just recognising that we're 1-0 up. Don't need anything silly to happen here, might as well. You've got quality in the squad.
That is a blatant 2-on-1.
Yeah, that's as blatant as you're going to get, I think. You do have to feel a bit for Ben, the Australian international.
Ben Keat, Australian international, comes from Australia for these games. Baffles my brain. The fact is, this season, if he comes for all 5 of the weekends, he'd have played in more English Premiership weekends. And Sean Donner has a flick straight to Kai Shah. Ricky Shah, the follow-up with the front bumper. Saved, and now Jack Ewins can bring it clear as he drives up the court. Yes, Ben Keat, if he plays in all 5 weekends this season, will have played in more English National League weekends, Premiership weekends, than I will have.
That is a crazy statistic to think. We're not all on cruises, Greg.
I know, I've swanned off to the Caribbean for 3 weeks, and Ben Keat's will have more appearances at weekends than me. I mean, the commitment is incredible. I spoke to him about it yesterday, because it's obviously the first time I've been able to see him in action. I said, honestly, it's incredible. And he was like, well, and his words were, well, what else am I going to do with my weekends? You know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. That's what you're going to take that. He's going to take what he learns here and takes it back to the Australian League and improve that. Kick in for Muscle Warriors.
No, you've got to respect it, but he's got to be itching to get on this pitch as well.
Oh, yeah.
But like I say, GBG have a good squad, and I was going to say that was a big team talk for Alan Murray there, and big half for Muscle Warriors. They need something to happen here, I feel like, in the second half. Like we said, at the very least, they want a point on the board. You can just kind of feel that GBG look a bit more relaxed, and another foul given away there by Warriors, and you just sort of feel like they're rushing at tackles a bit. They're being a bit too heavy on the contact. And they just need to settle themselves down and play football, because they won the league last season, the championship, for a reason, and they'll want to show the best of their ability in this half year. But a lot of that's on getting that ball moving and keeping their composure. Like I say, like I played against them last season. They were really, really intense, but also loads of great goals from good passing moves, and this is something they want to try and show the league as best they can, especially in this next 15 minutes or so.
Ball from Vickers paid off the side of Ewan's chair. It's deep in that far left-hand corner. Vickers and Shah battling. They come across the box. Shah now can bring it away. Met by Rick and Shah. He flicks. Just Kai Shah and goes out of play for a kick into Muscle Warriors. Just halfway inside GBG half. Vickers will take as Sean Donaghy down the line. Wall from GBG and Ricky Shah at the back post. The glancing blow from Sean Donaghy goes out of play for a goal kick to GBG. Ewins with this goal kick into the middle where Kai Shah flicks it on. 2-on-1, this time the advantage is played in favour of GBG. Reece Mallet brings it over to the right hand side, then flicks inside, only can find Jacob Vickers. Passes to Ricky Shah, and the ball from Ricky is hit off the side of Kai Shah and out for a kick in to Muscle Warriors. Again, about a third of the way inside the GBG half. Mallet battling with Vickers. Ball have gone out. pretty much exactly the same place as the last kick in. But this time it's for GBG. Ewins will take in that bright pink goalie jersey. Has it on halfway, wedge between him and Vickers. They go over to the right hand side towards the byline. Still stuck between the two chairs. They come back across the court, get to halfway, then Vickers goes into the side of Ewins' chair. Free kick for GBG.
Yeah. Again, it's just rash from Jacob there though. Like, careless foul to give away and a good chance for GBG to extend the lead.
Smedley across the mallet. His effort just goes in off the corner of his bumper and off for a goal against the Warriors, which Hannah Hinder will take. Ricken Shah in the middle, Vickers to the left, Donaher to the right. Ricken has Smedley marking him, tight on his wheel. Hindley has only one option really, and that is to Vickers. Two on one again.
Yeah.
They're giving away too many sloppy 2-on-1s.
It's just, they've just lost a bit. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but they just need to regain a bit of composure and have a bit more belief in themselves. But GBG look comfortable for now.
Smedley effort straight at Ricken Shah on the line. He gets round Reece Mallet and can drive up the court now. Meets Ewins on the halfway line and drives through. A bit of force there, but it's
heavy force there, I would say. But oh, big goal into the court.
Yeah, a bit of equaliser for Seven Oaks.
Greg, you're allowed to celebrate if you want. You know.
No. Goal for Seven Oaks. Equalising goal, an own goal off the back of James Found's chair. 1-1. Big goal for Seven Oaks. That point moves them level with GB. No, it doesn't, because GBG are winning at the minute, aren't they? So as it stands, puts them on 2 points.
Yeah. So big goal for Seven Oaks. Really difficult weekend for them. Emotional weekend, and have no idea how the players are handling it so well, to be honest. They've had a lot of tough games this weekend, but with Middlesbrough and Warriors coming up, they'll look at this as a chance today to kickstart their season in a positive way.
Yeah, the game against Muscle Warriors is a massive one later. Ricken Shah spun into Kai Shah there. Referee needs to have a word. There's going to be a yellow card here for Ricken Shah. There's been a lot of contact in this game.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think he can have any complaints about that. He's been given a lot of leeway, and hopefully maybe that will give him the sign to kind of try to settle down his game and get that ball moving more. Like, he's a very good player, but playing into GBG's hands right now, and GBG, to their credit, are managing the game very well. As the clock ticks down, you do wonder when Alan might turn to his bench.
Henry Barnard on the bench. With Alan Murray is kicking for GBG. Just in line with the box on the far Muscle Warriors box. On that far left hand side, Smedley will take. Shah blocking off Hindley. Mallet at the back post. They're going to look to thread the gap. They get it through. Reece Mallet just waited, I think, a little bit too long for the ball to get to him. It's rolled out of play after it was blocked by Shah at the near post.
Great ball through.
Another kick in for GBG. This time right in this near right hand corner. Pretty much on the corner of the pitch. I need to turn out the way because I'm going to get whacked if not. Smedley will play it to Shah. Front bumpers it back to Smedley in the corner, who just hits it off Hindley's chair.
GBG just
kick into GBG.
They've just been smart here. They're keeping the ball, letting the clock tick down, let's say, and another good opportunity if you can get the ball through the gap.
Gets across to Mallet, who 180 spin straight into the side of Hannah Hindley's chair. That'll be a free kick for Muscle Warriors. Get down to 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Big 10 minutes for both teams.
Jack Ewens has brought it down to his right-hand corner where Smedley is. Smedley front bumps it back to Ewens, who's met by Vickers. Ewens now level with Hindley on the edge of the Muscle Warriors box. Drives to the left-hand side, goalkeeper on goalkeeper. Ewens has Kai Shah in the middle. The ball gets to Shah, the 180. Blocked by Hindley. Out for a kick into GBG on that far left-hand side. About halfway to the Muscle Warriors half. Muscle Warriors make a sub when the next ball goes next out of play. You mentioned that earlier, Kieran, possibly when we will see Barnard. It will be soon. We get 9 minutes or so.
I think Barnard is a great sub to bring on when you need a goal. I think that Muscle Warriors need a bit more width and threat out wide maybe, and I'm sure he's definitely got the talent to bring that, so we'll see if he can make an impact. But
Ewens and Hindley go right into that near right-hand post. Ball's now stuck between their chairs on the right-hand side of the box. Hindley being told to stay there by Ricken Shah. She does so, and Ricken brings it away to that left-hand side, and Smedley can't get out of the way. It's 2-on-1 for Muscle Warriors, and they will make that change.
let's see what this young man can do for this team here. He's got a lot of talent, with a big standout at his time in Norwich, and I'm really excited to see how his development progresses. GBG have done such a good job at frustrating Muscle Warriors this happened, just not allowing them to get any sort of momentum going. As you see there, like, they're closing space down. You just can't seem to, they're not giving Muscle Warriors an inch in this game, and they've managed this half so well.
Ben Keat's on. Ben Keat is on.
I was about to say, not a bad sub for GBG to bring on either.
Reece Mallet goes off. Ben Keat, the Aussie, is on.
Oh, first touch.
Driving in, and that'll be a free kick. His first involvement is a free kick. First of all, bring it back for the 2-on-1 in favour of GBG.
So getting a sub you want to be able to bring on in a game like this, with that kind of experience.
He played in the Club World Cup in Paris in the summer with Western Sydney Wanderers. Played alongside Zach Dickey, the headbanded warrior. That'll be a free kick. Jacob Vickers too hard. And that's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah.
He had his final warning. Yep.
You just feel like things like that play into GBG's hands with 6 minutes to go, and the ball's exactly where they want it to be right now for them.
Dummy to the back post. Ben Keat!
Oh!
He's at the post! Oh, he's at the post!
Oh, what a moment that would have been.
Oh, I've been jumping out my chair.
Yeah. But if anyone deserves a goal, it's Ben
Oh,
Keat.
if he scores, Coventry's going to go wild. Will this be a front bumper? Will this be a front bumper from Kai Shah, or will it be?
Kai Shah better let
It's
this
a
ball
corner,
go.
it's a corner to GBG. It's a front bumper, it's straight at Ricken Shah.
Oh,
Now Henry Barnard can
attack.
He needs to shoot.
Oh,
he needs to shout that he can shoot.
Oh,
there.
nobody gave him the shout.
Jack Ewens waiting for the flick. He needs to have a shout that he can shoot.
Oh, that is such a good opportunity there. Goal was gaping. Hits that on target, it's going in. It's one of those like you say, somebody's got to give him the shout, scream at him to have a shot there. Could have been a really game-changing moment in that, but
Good evening to anyone watching in Australia. To Venki. It is currently 11:20 in the evening in Sydney. Middle of the Aussie summer. Venki's decided to come over here and play some English football in the winter. That is commitment, because I know where I'd rather be. On Bondi or Manly Beach.
Well, no longer can I complain about how far Scotland is away when you're...
Yes, I know. The 4.5 hours to Dundee now seem like insignificant.
It makes you feel like you shouldn't be complaining as much.
Exactly, yes.
It's just
it's
so
great.
sloppy again, but great play from GBG. They've really done well from Warriors set plays this game. The pickoffs, every time that Warriors have tried to do that exact ball, GBG have picked it off every single time. It feels like, I don't know about you, Greg, but it just feels like GBG have been in total control of the territory this half, and are, at this point, well deserved of the lead.
Come on, I want a goal for Ben Key. I want a goal for... I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting a goal for Ben Key. Smedley.
Think Kev's going to come up for this?
He's done it to Ben Key, and it's straight to Ricky Shaw.
You just needed that to be a little bit more central.
Obviously we are impartial. I do have to say we are impartial. Like we are impartial.
Yeah.
It would be so cool for Australia.
I think as players we just admire the guy's dedication to the
that's
sport.
what it is.
You know, it's totally. You have to respect it and appreciate it, and while we're saying all this, I'm sure most of Warriors supporters will be watching it thinking we don't want them to score, we want to come back here, but I just don't feel like Muscle Warriors have really provided any real major threat to GBG this half, which will be a big disappointment for Aaron and the team. But there's still 2 minutes to go, and a lot can happen in 2 minutes in this game.
Ewan's as well. Gets right into his left-hand corner. Kai Sharp. In reverse, managed to get the ball in on his back wheel.
That was so good for Kesha. That I think he's won a 2v1 as well. Oh no, wait, that's went the other way.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, Muscle Warriors really need to get a ball at the pitch here. Good move. We've just not really been able to get Barnard involved in the game much since he came on.
Henley with this goal kick. 180, straight out of play. Just across the halfway line, kick in for Muscle Warriors. Smedley comes to Shah. It's now or never for Muscle Warriors. Has to go forward. 50 seconds left on the clock. Shah's turned into Smedley there. Smedley's reversed in. Ball comes across from Vickers and it goes out of play. There's no one there.
And you've got to question why no one's at this rate when it's so late in the game.
Well, in fairness, Shah's in the middle, Barnard's down the line. There can be no one there.
No, I just mean in the sense of like having at this point you've got to go for broke. I feel like the clock is ticking down. You'd want to maybe push the keeper a bit and just go go for the 1-1, even if it risks losing 2-0. You know, I get the idea of the shape, but this battle here between Shah and Shah, I feel like Kai has just controlled the game, particularly in the second half. The biggest difference for me between the two teams has been that composure and just game management.
And the penalty, which Russell Rose will say is controversial.
Yes, of course.
At the end of the day, that is what's the difference between two teams.
Yeah,
Can I just say, Ben keeps driving his chair with his chin. The dedication to the game is just, you know.
This has been a Ben Keat love affair.
Mate, anyone who drives a chair with a chin gets my full respect.
Yeah.
Because driving it with your hand is difficult enough. How sensitive they are. Driving with your chin, I can just imagine. Aussie.
Full time.
There is a full-time whistle.
So, what do we think of player of the match then, Greg?
Well, it's finished 1-0 to GBG Knights. I will give player of the match Kai Shah. He's been everywhere. He was everywhere, defensively and forward, box to box. It's been the difference for GBG. That penalty from Oscar Smedley right in the corner buried it as they move on to 5 points. Muscle Warriors wait for their first goal and their first point goes on. Thank you for joining me, Kieran. Thank you to everyone that's listened to us. I'm off to go play Leeds in what will be a
massive
incredible game.
Good luck with that, Greg.
If you don't want to watch that, you can watch a Spire take on Greenbank. Your sport for choice. But either way, it's going to be two fantastic games of football coming up. So I do hope you can join us for them.